You have now entered the Comic Force.
What are we talking about this episode?
We're talking about the top 10 worst superheroes.
Right, so what do we got at number 10?
So, at number 10, we have Extrano. Who is Extrano?
Oh my god, he's basically this loser who basically just can do magic tricks and just makes that to fight villains.
It sounds cool. His ability is magic.
He was
sounds pretty
introduced as a popular character, and he was implied to be gay in many of his appearances.
And the way he fights villains is pretty much just through party tricks.
Oh my gosh, this guy's sad. All right, next we've got Alan Scott, who was the first Green Lantern.
Alan Scott's Green Lantern. Green Lantern in general is a pretty cool character overall.
Pretty
He can
OP.
create absolutely anything using his ring based off of his imagination. But Alan Scott, he can do the same thing, it's just that his ring cannot do anything against wood or the color yellow.
Apparently his weakness is against wood.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Which is-
How?
Which
And
is
you know,
extra...
I don't get it.
Oh, by the way, we have a star guest here.
Oh
Friend
yeah,
of ours.
I forgot to mention this. This is just a friend, and which is even
Just a
funny.
friend.
I'm kidding. But it's even funny because Alan Scott is gay
And he's allergic to wood.
allergic
He's
to
a-
wood.
He's
And the
allergic
color
to-
yellow. Don't forget
yellow.
that.
Is
I don't.
yellow. I don't. How is something that is
Apparently-
supposed to be from space allergic to a color?
Apparently, the color yellow signifies impurity, but it's the color. It's not like anything else. It's not impurity itself. It's just the color.
It's
like
just the
that looks yellow.
This Alan could go to school. I mean, if he was, allergic to the color yellow, you got yellow pencils, yellow school bus.
He's gonna mess the school bus a lot.
He's gonna.
Yo,
he
yo,
just gets
you just
sick.
get constantly more sick. That would be
That-
so
Anyways,
funny.
at number 8 we have Squirrel Girl,
Whose name is Doreen Green. Can
Doreen
control squirrels.
and she is also part squirrel.
So does that mean her dad is a squirrel, or was
don't
her
know.
mom a squirrel?
Or she's
She
just
just-
genetically mutated. I mean, I don't know.
To be a
But like,
squirrel.
still, what do you do with those squirrels?
You would pretty much.
You
just
wouldn't be able to
send
fight in the
squirrels
winter
at, like-
because the squirrels are hibernating.
Bet you she's nuts.
She's
She's
apparently been allowed to defeat major supervillains, which makes no sense because all she can do is take care of squirrels.
I think they're
Yeah.
like her. She's hot in the face, so the villains are like, you know what?
I'm
gonna let her
yeah, I'm
win
just
just,
gonna
to
let her
be a
win.
nice person.
But like,
oh my god!
I don't
We'll just hand her
understand.
the money.
She wouldn't be able to fight in the winter because the squirrels are hibernating.
True.
So how does it?
Wait,
What happens if there's crime in the winter? Like, what goes on?
You pretty much cry and you just hope that the villains go back into their hole wherever they came from.
God.
All right, so next we have Big Bertha, whose name
That's
is
the superhero name, by the way.
Dick Bertha. That's
Dickie.
her. That's
Dickie
Dickie
Bertha.
Bertha, which is her full name, and her powers are
To control her weight size.
That is
her weight size
Her
or
weight
things
size.
around her
No,
weight
no.
size.
Power to control her weight size.
So she can either make herself fat or thin.
that's
Yeah,
pointless.
so she can either look really anorexic or be on my 600-pound line.
Hey,
I mean,
maybe
here,
she and Bouncing Boy, who's later in our list, could date and have like really fat babies.
But at least Bouncing Boy has he can at least do something with his fatness. Like she doesn't, and plus Bouncing Boy's hollow in the middle.
Is he
She's-
really?
Well, no, he inflates like a ball. So
So he's just like
he's pretty much just full of air.
All right, well let's stay on track.
This
guys.
on our list. This is number 6. We have Arm Fall Off Boy. His name is Floyd Belkin.
His ability is to detach limbs.
Right now, dude.
I guess it's actually kind of useful for defense. Like if someone cuts your arm off, you could. I don't know if he can grow it back. Would he just look at it?
Maybe
Put it back on like the Lego arms.
I
like-
mean-
I still don't understand what possessed the people who made this character. What were they trying to achieve when
Drugs.
they made this character?
they were obviously on drugs. That's clear.
There's nothing else
I'm
you can
sorry,
say about
but Arm Fall Off Boy. Even his name. Like, why
At least
only
think
his
of a more
arm?
creative
Why
name.
only his arm?
At least
Arm-
think of
He can detach
He's not even
any
a
of his
boy
limbs.
either. It's a man.
He can detach any of his limbs, but apparently he
okay,
can
so-
only fall
So
only
he can
his
detach
arms.
his limbs and use them as clubs.
Oh,
That's
great.
his
He
ability.
can use them as blunt
That's
weapons.
That's his
So
ability.
he's like a SpongeBob character where he can just take his arms.
I don't
off
know
and
if
put
it
them
grows
on.
back though. I don't know if it grows back.
I don't think it
doesn't.
does. I think after he's done with
He
his
just puts 'em
arms,
back
he
on.
just puts them back on, and then that's it.
We didn't do much research on him because of his name.
I was like,
Well, I
it
mean,
was pretty
there's no
straightforward.
point.
Yeah,
There's
it's,
no
just
point.
it's arm fall off boy.
So next one is
Flatman. His name is David Flatman.
What?
He has the ability.
I didn't even look at half this list. Oh my
He
god.
has the ability to turn himself two-dimensional. Yeah.
So it's the Paper Mario of a superhero.
My question
Paper
is,
Mario
his
superhero.
name is David Flatman, and his superhero name
Is Flatman.
Flatman.
Why
I
can't
don't
they
get
put
it.
two and two?
Do you
together?
really think? Do you not think that some supervillains aren't gonna think about
It's
that?
like-
Have you seen his
Superman-
costume
it's
too?
like
It's just
Superman
blue with a
and Clark.
mask. Like, no one like, oh, that's there's
All he has to do is put on glasses. I mean,
want to know something.
Yeah, go.
So, does he really have to hide his superpower? Because who's gonna be so excited if you could turn yourself
Just a
into
normal
a piece of paper?
Who are his villains? Are they like fire?
let's see. Where are?
I don't think he has any villains. Actually, that's
I
pretty
think he
sad.
just fights with other people. No one
He just
wants to,
gets
like,
into fights.
No,
He's
my
the
God.
high
fight.
school.
He goes up to the villain like, "Can you please fight me? I need a job."
I have
He's the
nothing
high
better
school
to do
bully
right now.
of superheroes.
But he's like even worse than the bullies.
I don't
Okay, so
understand.
next up at number 4 is Bouncing Boy, the one we were
Which-
talking about earlier.
Bouncing ball.
He has the ability to inflate himself like a ball and then bounce everywhere.
And his name is Chuck Tane, by the way.
Yeah, and that's very useful to bounce everywhere.
That is
because, you know,
about it. Number 3 is Red B, whose name is Rick.
He has no abilities, but he carries around a gun that has a stinger on it. So he pretty much just carries a gun that shoots bees. Which
It's-
I don't know, like if you're allergic to bees, it's worth
It's
why.
it's a dart gun. It's like a tranquilizer gun.
But it doesn't even tranquilize.
I know.
It's just a bee stick. Does it even have the poison in it?
I-
or this is
it
just.
might.
I don't
like,
think so.
I
think
really want
Let's
to know
try it.
what villains.
I
he's-
really
yeah,
have
let's,
no
dude,
idea.
if you get me a stinger gun, I will shoot it.
But
at
why
everyone.
Red B? Like,
Okay.
is it why red?
I apparently it was
It's-
a mix. It's a
it's
mixture
not
of two different
Deadpool.
names.
It's
No, it's a
not
mixture of
Deadpool.
two different names.
He's not killing it. The blood isn't coming out of his enemies. They're literally just tasing.
No,
him.
he's staring at the tiny drop of blood that slowly
The
rolls
little-
out.
the
Yeah.
little-
And they have to put like one of
mean-
those small band-aids on it that their mother gives them.
Damn,
all right.
Next up on the list is Jessica Jones, also known as Jessica Jones.
I
Her
know.
ability is endurance 2 flight or endurance flight. I don't.
Don't.
Well,
She
that's
can't
what it
fly, so I guess
she
like
can't fly.
if
A
she
lot
was
of
in
people-
an airplane, maybe like she doesn't throw up as much.
said. Yeah, we have no idea.
A lot
what
of
the
people
heck.
liked that TV show, so like
I think they liked everyone but her.
I don't know, dude. I think they just liked it because Marvel slapped their logo on it and called it a day.
Dude,
I mean-
Marvel.
I mean, like that's pretty much all that Marvel and like Walt Disney have to do. They just got to be like, all right, boom.
I
we
mean-
made
Because
this,
Walt
and then
Disney
boom.
owns it.
Walt Disney
Yeah.
is Marvel.
Next on our list is the Almighty Dollar, whose name
And
is
this is top number 1,
Oh my
to be
God.
honest, because
the worst superhero.
if
of
you
all
look
time.
at his costume, he's green. He just.
I
is
mean,
he actually just
this
green?
is-
just.
Is he really just green?
No, he's just green.
This
He's
is
really
the
just
face
green.
palm of
He's just green.
superheroes.
I don't know what they were really thinking when they came up
I
with
don't
this one.
either.
They were on. I think they were like banking in a lot of a lot of dollars at this point, and they were like, you know what, we should
Oh
create a
my
like, a
goodness.
His
hero.
name, he actually just has
A dollar.
a dollar on his costume.
and he has the United States of America. On,
He
written on
can
it.
shoot pennies out of his wrists.
Whoa! It's like Spider-Man, but less exciting.
If they shot out fast, I could see that hurting. Like,
I
like,
want to
it's
see
not
him
really
like
gonna do that
malfunction,
much
so they just
damage.
go like 3 feet in front of his wrist.
now what if he was staring at his wrist and started shooting himself with pennies? Actually,
mean-
he can get really rich with pennies.
Yeah, true.
Whoa, actually, yeah. Does he need to like ingest the pennies to shoot him out, or does he just shoot him
I
out?
think he just
Does
shoots
his
them out.
body
I think he
just,
I
like-
mean, that's pretty cool because like
creates
he can
copper
make
out of
himself
thin air.
even
If
better
his body just
and
yeah.
make an armor out of copper.
Yo,
like
that would be pretty sweet.
No, you're infinitely rich. You have an infinite amount of money.
it's
if you
still.
don't-
But like, what
If you
use
think
is
about-
shooting pennies at people?
Okay, no, but if you
doesn't- I don't
overthink
care
about
if
it,
You
he's a
have to
superhero.
shoot so many pennies at someone to kill them.
But listen to this. If you shoot so many pennies, at the floor, you become infinitely rich, in which case you become the most powerful human being in the earth. It's flat, man. You have
But they didn't do that. They didn't make him do that.
You can buy your own island.
The almighty dollar's name is Pennington. J. Pennington Pennypacker.
Isn't that a tongue twister?
He just
Try saying that
shoots
10
out
times
pennies,
fast.
and his name is Pennington Pennypacks. Like, how do you not come up with the fact that this guy is the almighty dollar? And why? Who came up with his name? Who came up with the almighty dollar? Because he's not shooting out dollar bills. He's shooting out pennies.
That sounds a lot better than Arm Fall Off Boy.
True. I think
actually, if I think about it more, should have been probably further down on our list. Because Flatman could do a little more than take his arms off and just hit people with them.
Yeah.
It sounds like Legos. Like, have you seen the Lego Batman movie? They do more than Arm Fall Off Boy.
Yeah, true.
Arm Fall Off Boy.
But
Yeah,
I
they
think
step on Legos. They hurt.
I think the almighty dollar was created by some high schoolers that weren't thinking.
The Almighty Dollar is Marvel.
I think
Stan Lee was doing something.
Oh my god!
I think the almighty
Come on,
dollar
dude.
was just a joke. I think they were just like, all right, let's have fun with this and just make something.
Okay,
random.
and for you fans out there that like any of these people, please go find another superhero.
Please, we are begging you.
And
These
by the
are
way, just to let
horrible.
you know, these are our opinions. So if you get offended or whatever, that sucks. So
Please subscribe,
have a good day.
click like, or whatever.